But this and Uncut Gems are both movies that I'm like, I don't need to watch that again because I don't want to have another panic attack.
Yeah. Welcome back to No Bad Seats. This week we have one we're very excited about, Marty Supreme. Finally got to see it.
We've been waiting, yes.
Yeah, you were going to put it on your 2025 list. Let's go straight off the bat. Let's go straight off the bat. Would you put it on your 2025 list?
I don't know. The more I've thought about it, the night of seeing it, I think I said to you, it might have made it lower on my list, like that 12 to 8 range. But obviously after the recency bias has sort of worn off a little bit.
Of course.
I don't know. It's not a movie I would actively go and rewatch a lot of.
Interesting.
Yeah, how about you?
I would love to see it again. I would really like to see it again. It would have made my probably 5 to 8.
Yep.
I don't know where. Maybe 8 to 12, but
well, I mean, you're going to put it on your 2026
it's one of those,
list, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those movies where it's tense and it just gripped me. Like there wasn't a point where I sort of felt like I had a breath. Which is both a good and a bad thing.
It's very Uncut Gems.
Yes.
Which is obviously another Safdie Brothers production. This one is not the Safdie Brothers. This is Josh Safdie.
I don't feel like it was, I feel like anyone sort of complaining are saying, oh, it's just the same movie, but it's not. It's the same.
There's definitely similarities. There's a narcissistic main character who is chasing
money.
Well, money and what they are destined for.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it is basically like Anxiety Attack the movie.
Yes. But I think that that's maybe a style of film rather than...
Oh, definitely. I think you would get that out of any sort of Josh Safdie, Safdie Brothers production.
I don't think it's necessarily, that it's the same. It's just like, this is the genre of film that I like to make. Is the edge of the seat awkwardness, drama, heavy, makes you sort of... almost like a panic attack, the entire film.
Yeah, oh, exactly.
Whether or not that's a good thing,
that is part of the reason I don't not necessarily not like these movies. I think they're great for what they are, but this and Uncut Gems are both movies that I'm like, I don't need to watch that again because I don't want to have another panic attack.
Yeah. So, let's get into it. Marty Supreme, Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet has been talking about greatness and... that's very much Marty. He wants to be great. He talks about great. He believes he is great, and that what he is here for is his destiny. It is at the detriment of a lot of people.
Yes, and that is a big, I think, also part of these other movies that the Safdie brothers have done. It always comes at the expense of family and friends. That these people are putting themselves.
Well, you question whether that's a reflection of them. What are they like as people? Do they feel like they've had to sacrifice everybody else in their life to get to where they are? Because that's what Marty Supreme is very much about. And I feel like there was an element of artistry. And he talks about being an artist or a performer or something like that. And you get this sense from a lot of people that it's like when you're locked in on something like this and you truly believe that you're supposed to do something, that's the sacrifice you have to make.
Oh, definitely. There was actually one of the early scenes in the film, he's working in a shoe shop and he gets offered the manager position. And I, funnily enough, this might be my narcissistic side coming out here, I really related to that scene. I worked at a job once that I hated, did not like it, worked there just for money, and very quickly rose up, and they were not offering me a manager's position, but they were like, within a couple of months, they were like, hey, do you want to go full time? I was like, no, don't want it. Not for me.
This is not what
I want out. But I found that scene kind of relatable and very funny because I was like, oh, I get, I 100% get you there. Like,
it's like, I'm not meant to be doing this.
And it's not what I want to do. Even though you're offering me a more important position, you're offering me more money, all of this stuff, you're like, I don't want it.
And that's the sacrifice. And I think that's very much plays into Marty's character, the entire movie. And it means sacrificing money, job, because...
Safety.
Because his end goal is like he's very tunnel visioned.
Oh yeah.
But I love the way that the movie plays with that, because it is at the detriment. And I think I mentioned that, certain characters we almost didn't even see a resolution with.
Yep.
And it's like that was almost by choice. It's like we didn't see a resolution with this character because, again, Marty's focus was himself. But yeah, I thought Timothée Chalamet was fantastic in the role.
Yeah, absolutely great.
I understand why he won the Critics' Choice. There's something that's great about it where he is not a good character.
No, he's not a person that you're like really rooting for that much. You kind of want to see him fail because you're like, you need to see the failure.
But then you see him fail time and time again, and that's the whole thing. It's like he's a character that you love and hate at the same time. 100%. I loved how arrogant and confident he was, and I hated how arrogant and confident he was. Yeah. There were scenes where he would communicate with people like Gwyneth Paltrow's character, and he was talking to her, and it was like, who talks to somebody like this?
Yes,
and
exactly
he
right.
just talks with a swagger and confidence that he doesn't necessarily deserve, but because he just goes for it, you're like, cool.
This, I kind of mentioned this to you when we were first talking about it. It is a little bit life imitating art in that sense of Timothée Chalamet, who is a very great actor, but has had a lot of heat recently in the past year or so, especially. Did he get the Golden Globe last year, or he won something? And
I don't know, but
got up on stage.
The only person that I've heard give heat is you.
Oh no, there is.
This is From Dawn Till Dusk with Sinners again. The only person that I've heard say, "Oh, Timothée Chalamet," because he said, "I want to be great," is you. That's the only bit of negativity that I've seen about him.
Anyhow,
and then you throw in the bullshit. The method acting hate as well. You're the only hater I've seen.
That's not just on Timothée Chalamet. That's on everyone.
Yeah,
which they throw hate on it in the movie.
In the movie, he says that it's bullshit, which is so funny because he was at the time wearing contacts to make his eyesight bad.
Actually, I found out that wasn't a him thing. That's a Josh Safdie thing. Yeah, I was listening to the DGA podcast with Josh Safdie, and he said one of his pet peeves is seeing glasses that don't have real lenses in them. It's like one of his pet peeves. So I think that was more of a him thing than a Timothée Chalamet thing.
There you go. So, well, maybe then...
There you go. I'm giving him a point there.
Maybe Timothée then improvised the line about method acting being BS.
Yeah, maybe.
I think with Timothée Chalamet, like, I see him at the moment as one of very few blockbuster action, or not even action stars, but movie stars of the future. We were discussing it briefly where you mentioned Glenn Powell. I think Glenn Powell's up there. I think Austin Butler's up there.
Entirely different, but yeah.
But if we're talking 10, 15, 20-year generation, this generation of movie stars, they fit. Now, I said to you, I think Glenn Powell feels more like a Tom Cruise. Whereas Timothée Chalamet feels more like an Ed Norton or a Clooney in the sense that he's not sticking with action roles. He can do more. Every time I see Timothée Chalamet, and I look at it and I just think he's at the top of the list of these actors who are coming up who are going to be major movie stars. And I feel like there's an arrogance or a confidence, but I feel like part of it is the weight of like, if you know that you're the person who is going to be your generation's class of keeping movies alive and keeping the blockbuster actor or keeping the movie star alive.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fake it till you make it Marty Supreme type thing where it's like he's hitting it with this such confidence because he fully believes.
And that's where I think like where we were drawing the comparison between life imitating art is that he does have that arrogance. And it might not be arrogance, but the way he comes off is sometimes quite arrogant in some of his speeches and things like that, where he is like, I am destined for greatness. I want to be one of the greats.
I don't see that as arrogant at all. Like, that does not bother me in the slightest. I 100% get on board with that sort of self-belief, and I don't see it as arrogant. I just see it as like, you need to believe that. Like, you have to, in order to be a major success in Hollywood or anywhere else, you have to have that sort of crazy belief in yourself.
But if you compare him to the other actors you mentioned, Glenn Powell, Austin Butler, Glenn Powell is like
super humble, yeah.
I was going to say, but very humble person.
Yep, but you also said, different levels.
Yeah, different levels in terms of...
Timothée Chalamet, like...
that's not to say Glenn Powell couldn't be an Oscar winner.
No, of course not.
I think he's also a great actor. Yeah. Like, he's done some amazing roles where he...
But we're still talking about like the movie star capacity. It's like Timothée Chalamet at the age that he's at is drawing heads.
Yeah. It's like the meme I sent you is that when Mikey Madsen won the Oscar at 25, it sent Timothée Chalamet into like a panic because he's not going to be the youngest person to win that Oscar.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's just like
there was a meme and I can't remember what it was. It wasn't panic. It was like it sent him into a psychosis or something like that because it was like, I can't be that person now. Yeah. And he's like, since then has
broken him.
Yeah.
I just think I think there's a crazy self-belief that I don't necessarily attribute to being a bad thing. And I don't see that. Like, to me, I think Glenn Powell is an excessively humble guy.
Austin Butler's like a weird in the middle of the two of them. He's quite confident.
But I also don't see Timothée Chalamet anything. I haven't seen any interviews with Timothée Chalamet where I was just like, like
you didn't see any of the marketing for Marty Supreme?
I loved the marketing for that felt like an act to me though.
It did.
All of that.
This is what I said to you is even back at the Globes or whatever it was that he won last year and got up and gave that speech, there is lines in this movie that are very similar to that. And I said to you, was this a marketing act from then?
It absolutely could have been, but like
because before that he wasn't that person at all.
Specifically for Marty Supreme, all of the marketing for this movie has felt like it's been way over the top because it's like dream big is the, it felt like that was the case. I have not seen that as a negative at all. I found it really funny. I thought it was great. Yeah. And I thought, this is an act and that's why they're doing it.
Some of it is bonkers ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, standing on top of the sphere, for what reason? Don't know.
The only thing I disliked about that was the fact that he's like, Marty Supreme is an American movie coming out on Christmas Day. And I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares that it's an American movie.
It is very heavy in America and representing America.
But I was like,
I don't think that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's like American propaganda by any means. It's just...
No. It just feels like they were marketing it just to American people. And I was like, hey, there's a lot of us that...
They're also standing on the sphere. Yeah. It's about an American ping pong act. Like, I don't really care about that so much.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. It does sort of go, hey, rest of the world's here. We also like you and your movies. America isn't the be all and end all, despite what you guys might believe about yourselves.
That than anything,
That's now, if we're going to get into crazy self-belief, America believing that they're, there's America and there's the rest of world, we could go into that. But yeah, I just think...
That'll be on our politics podcast.
Yeah. God, kick that one off. Plenty to say there. Let's just talk about movies. Look, I thought Tyler, the Creator, was fantastic in it as well.
Odessa Azion.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
she was great.
She was awesome.
I want to point out one scene in Marty Supreme where the two of them are driving home in Tyler's taxi, and Tyler just gets out of the car, lets it run, and starts dancing alongside it, and then Marty does the same thing, and the two of them are just doing that. I was grinning ear to ear. I just thought it was a great scene, and they're just dancing and celebrating and having a good time. And there was something really fun about the way that... Now, the whole thing then derails, but...
It's that whole sequence I loved, and from the point of it, I think you get sort of thrown into it, and I think I leaned across to you and said, hold on, is this a flashback?
Yeah.
And then from that sequence from start to finish, absolutely loved.
Really
Probably
cool.
My favorite sequence in the film.
I think it's one of those things, though, where it's like for every win that he has in this movie, there's a loss.
Oh.
And for every get back up, there's a knockdown. And I think that's really part of it, is like showing it's just like he'll just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you just think, finally, so many times throughout the film.
Yeah. I wish we got more Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, so do I.
I think he was in the marketing a lot, underutilized for what he could have been.
Yeah.
Because he was such a fun character.
He was, but I also feel like, again, he's the character I mentioned where we don't necessarily get a resolution with him. But I feel like that's part of the story.
Yep.
because ultimately what the resolution is quite pulled back from what you think it's going to be.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, it wasn't the ending I thought we were going to get.
Yeah, so...
I also love the use of non-actors. So a lot of, both the Safdies have done it quite a few times where they get non-actors off the streets or people that just... maybe in the industry but not actors.
Like Kevin O'Leary, this was his first role.
Brilliant. And he did a phenomenal job.
So good. He was so good.
But some of these other characters in there are just non-actors. They're just people off the streets. They might be Instagram personalities or whatever they might be as well. But some of them are fantastic and they feel like characters. Yeah. They don't feel like a movie star just playing someone. They feel like a real lived-in character from 1960s New York or whenever it is. Yeah. I really loved that. There's a few characters in there where I was like, this person...
New York aesthetic was great. I love when you get that 50s, 60s New York aesthetic.
The production design in this movie.
It feels like a mob movie at times, and you're getting all that sort of stuff.
I think that was part of my review. I was like, this is one part ping pong movie, one part mobster movie.
It was barely a part ping pong movie. There was some ping pong in it. Okay, here's one. Did you see, and I know you did because I sent it to you, did you see the fact that the British judge at the ping pong tournament was played by Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Robert Pattinson had one line in the movie. We didn't see him, but he just was a voice of a British ping pong judge.
Yep.
Why? Don't know. Okay.
Fair enough.
Cool. I like it.
He was having a good time.
Yeah. That whole scene was super fun too. I mean, we literally see him at one point stop the ball by blowing it midair, back up. I was laughing at that. I thought, the whole thing was super fun. And just the way that the honey.
Oh, God, yeah, that scene was wild.
I
forgot about that scene, actually, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in this movie that
wow, I forgot about
crazy.
That. I think I may have purposely forgot about that scene.
Picture it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Look, I don't want to go into too much more because I don't feel like giving away much in this film is...
It is a little long.
Do you think?
I thought just a little bit.
I thought it was paced pretty well.
It is paced well for for 2.5 hours or whatever it is. I didn't feel like.
What do you feel like you can miss though? That's the thing that
maybe the honey scene.
No. It added dimension to a character.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where you could have chopped it off, but there's just only the slightest bit.
We did watch it late at night.
True. Yeah.
And by late at night, I mean the movie started at 7 o'clock and finished at 9:30.
That's late.
It's we're old men. That's late. Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars.
Yep.
I think you were a bit higher, weren't you?
I went full 5. It was a rewatch. Like for me, I would easily rewatch that a couple of times this year, maybe.
Yep. Do you think he gets the Oscar?
I think One Battle's getting it. I think Leo's going to be up there.
For actor?
He'll be up there.
I don't actually think it has a look in for Best Picture.
No,
my opinion, I don't think it's
I think One
there.
Battle's grabbing that. But I could see it. I'd like him to win. I could also see Leo getting it. I think I'd love to see Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
He played 2 roles in Sinners. I'd like to see that get rewarded.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, but
it's one of those things because I think a lot of people. He obviously won the Globe, and then a lot of people go, "Oh, well, he's going to get the Oscar."
Well,
but it's not always the case.
It's not always the case, but it is a good.
It's a good indication that he's in the running.
I would be happy with him getting it.
Yeah,
I think he was really, really good in the role.
I think it's definitely picking up the momentum from those wins.
Yeah,
that it's going to be a momentum that carries into it, and if he doesn't win, it's going to be a little bit of an upset. In terms of like, it's kind of what people are expecting now.
Yeah, but I also think he's someone now who is, maybe not to the same extent as Leo, but who has done a few roles that maybe he's wanting to get to that point and hasn't so far.
Yeah.
So then you go, all right, cool. Like,
there's that weird politics that plays into the Oscars where they go, oh, well, you'll probably get it later on, so we won't give it to you this year, we'll give it to someone else.
I think, exactly.
But the campaign behind Marty Supreme has been massive.
The marketing campaign alone deserves
there's been a huge push for it.
It's been really
last
fun.
year to now.
People knew about it. a long time ago.
Yeah. I also think very beautifully shot and very tight lenses.
Yeah.
So a lot of the film is very much faces.
Yeah, right in your face.
And it's obviously that's great. You get emotion from everyone. You're getting the reactions and everything like that. But it's all told very close. You feel claustrophobic at times.
There is one thing I want to point out. There is a big emphasis on the orange ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great sequence. Original ball, original guy, that whole thing goes nowhere.
Yeah.
They really leaned into it. There was a scene towards the end where...
Everything was the marketing around that.
There was a scene towards the end where we see him verse someone with a white shirt, and his whole reasoning was, you can't see it against a white shirt. I'm like, here, it's coming. It's coming out. No, no orange ball.
I do agree with you there, yeah. That was something that
bit weird,
like,
but
just kind of fell out.
Yeah. Anyway, would you wear a Marty Supreme jacket? You seen those Marty Supreme jackets?
They look awesome, yeah.
Yeah, they look sweet.
I would probably go. I can't remember if it is an orange one or if it's just the blue one.
The blue with orange.
I would 100% wear that. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I'd get high fives from every film bro in town.
Catch me on the next episode rocking a Marty Supreme.
They're like $500. Yeah, no, ridiculously expensive.
Ridiculous. So look, that's Marty Supreme. We've kept it short this week. We have a bunch of new films coming up. And yeah, I mean...
Very exciting.
Also out today is Mercy.
Yeah.
We've got the Labyrinth 40th anniversary. Like, there's a bunch of stuff out this week, which is super exciting. So yeah, get along, see Marty Supreme if you didn't get to an advanced screening. We've just had 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple come out. Hamnet is out. And yeah, there's plenty on the way. So get excited. And remember, when you come to the movies, there are no bad seats.